Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, The Crafty Woodsman. Today I'm going to be doing a little demonstration of how to make some fire lighters. I think most people are familiar with the idea of using cotton wool balls and Vaseline to get a fire going. You've seen the kids do that in our video, very first video that we did. You've seen me use some natural tinders in my camping video where I use birch bark and spark, and that takes the spark really well. Sometimes though, when it's cold, it's wet, you don't really want to be hunting around for your tinder, so it's always handy to have something on hand. And like I say, cotton wool balls, Vaseline, that takes the spark brilliantly, matches, and cigarette lighters, they're great for getting a fire going. But you really want something that's going to burn for a little while, and in order to get the heat into your kindling, get that fire really going. So I'm going to demonstrate how I make some little fire lighters using wax, and it is really easy. You don't need much in the way of things to make these. You just need these kind of cotton pads that people use for makeup removal. They're easy, they're cheap, easy to get hold of, and candle wax. Now I've pre-melted some candle wax into just a sweet tin. I keep the wax in here and I just top it up periodically when I want to make some more. And I'm going to heat that up just on a little gas burner, and I'm going to dip these cotton pads in it to make them, again, really straightforward. The thing to do is not to soak the whole of it in the wax. What will happen is if you do soak all of the wax all the way up, it becomes really hard to light from a spark. So you want that initial tuft of cotton bud that most people are familiar with that takes a spark. You can rough that up, and then this part soaked in wax. That will work really well. Put that in the fire, put that in your wood gas stove. That wax is going to burn off and keep that fire going, get you up and running nice and quick. So let's get into it. Let's heat up this wax and make some of these fire lighters. Let's get a bit of fresh air in here as well. Really doing this outdoors, but it's winter and I don't want to be cold. So go ahead and make a few of these now. Again, like I say, about 3/4 of the way up and soaked in wax. So you've got something to spark. Just pull them out, let them drain, place them on the tin foil to dry. That way any surface that you've got isn't getting covered in wax. You'll not be popular. I'm just trying to get that out. Lay that down on the tin foil to dry. Now see, I've laid these out on the tin foil. Two purposes of that: A, protect the surface that I'm working on, so there's not wax getting on everything, especially on a piece of wood like this. It's going to get into every grain and be difficult to move. But also they dry flat. When these are dry, they're quite hard and difficult to move. So the flatter they are, the better the stack, the more you'll get into your tin. So that's our little project complete for the moment. Really simple, really easy to do, and really handy on the trail. If you can't find your tinder, you can't get that going easily, you've got these as backup in your pot. They don't weigh very much, they burn for ages, they're a great way to get your fire going. My only negative, I'd say, is they're kind of a one-fit thing. Good thing about cotton wool and Vaseline is that it's got multi-purposes in terms of first aid. You can use the Vaseline and the cotton balls in a first aid situation, whereas these only really have one application. I'm a massive fan, obviously, of natural materials and carrying less yourself and knowing more, but sometimes you just want ease and convenience, and these things are great for that purpose. So let's put them in the tin and show you how they work. So here we've got our setup. We've got a baking tin just to keep the most of the fire contained. I don't want to light an actual fire with these, just want to do a test, and this baking tray will keep the water from coming through the ground and just soaking everything. I've got some Vaseline because we're going to do a comparison of a
cotton ball with Vaseline, and then the wax firelighters as well. Got my knife and my fire steel just to get the thing going. Obviously I think the more Vaseline you put on this, the longer it's going to go for, so we're just going to put a little bit of Vaseline on here, about so much, and then we're going to give it a spark, and let's see how long it burns for. Move these out of the way so they don't go up as well.
So that's it, that's the end of the tutorial. Really simple, really quick project. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, please click on the subscribe button. There'll be more videos coming out in this theme, and of me out there in the woods doing the things I enjoy and my family enjoy doing. So subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.